YouTube video, T7 the Wolf, just working out. I love this little contraption right here. Part of my comic book working out though. I figure if you're working out, you want to be your own comic, you got to do what you got to do to get that extra weight up. Here's the sad character that I play, Dr. Pigeon. As you can see, I got this little confusion on his face. I tried to get the most expression of not really caring about what's going on. And I even put a little scarab earring on it just to have a little fun, playing with some hairstyles. Don't really know what I'm going back with, even with Dr. Pigeon. I know this guy's going to be over. This guy's going to be a formidable force, but as you see, just in case I added the wolf. And over here is going to be a moon. I'm going to have some zombies in the background. But right here, Dr. Pigeon is listening to a little music. I always put these little devices in there because part of even just trying to write this story and tell this story of Dr. Pigeon is basically something that I do well. And I'm getting ready to start doing a little bit of writing. I'm running out of paper. And, but like I said, right now I'm just dealing with just loving doing this right here. And if anybody's paying attention or watching YouTube or just trying to do what I do, this is what we're doing. I'm doing the comic book. Right here, I'm just doing myself. When you're drawing yourself, even into the character that I'm doing, I'm only using these little methods of these dots. Wrong or right, looking at myself, even now, it would be pointless. Just get the outline of your face. Get the outline of your face and just start your little dots. It's always going to just start random like this right here. And you're just basically filling things in. Now, I got a photo, but like I said, trying to deal with two cell phones and trying to get angles and get video shots. That's something that, even as I do this, the end pieces, you could try this. It's almost kind of disturbing. You look through the phone and try to do this. You get disorientated where it looks like you can't feel where your hands are, but you got to just trust yourself. And if you're trusting yourself, you can just start just putting these little things, just watching through your phone. So while I'm doing this right here, I'm actually looking at my phone. Sometimes you be pushing to go down. So if you're just doing freestyle, you got to just, and to get you away from that cell phone a little bit, you got to just basically, clear your mind. Stop thinking about the cell phone. The key is, the faster you go. You can do anything really fast. So if you're looking through the phone, trying to do this is to be difficult. So you're going slow. That's going to keep you. It's going to keep your mind. It's going to mess with your eyes and stuff. Then you got a problem just trying to draw from a cell phone, period. But like I say, I put these little dots down rapidly, trying to scatter them. You can put them out all kind of places. It just makes the contour from the dark to the light. You go really light, but then you can go back in over it. After this, I'm doing a wood project. A lot of times I, step into different type of art. But this right here is some, going into that. Now, right in here is going to be some more, the nose is going to be very light. You're going to be using little teeny tiny dots. Because usually when you make something like the nose, you kind of want to slow yourself down and put those little dots in there, because you're not dealing with the same rough area at the bottom of your nose, down there, down there. And there's always going to be a little bit of light on the nose, so I would just play over there to the corner. And know when you see this little earring thing, I'm not getting the earring. I just put that in there just because it just looked like it needed to be there. But I do not plan on, Dr. Pigeon will not have this thing on him. It's just me playing to the fact of just putting it in there. And even the nose of Dr. Pigeon is going to be slightly different with prosthetics and whatnot. So everything I'm doing is just a rough. And a lot of times people ask me, am I going to be Dr. Pigeon? I don't know. My attitude is already way up there anyway, so they playing another person that has my similar attitude about, doing a movie and then trying to be in your movie at the same time. That right there is something that I gotta just think about it. Think about it real good. But like I say, if you're always driving for some type of a protection or whatever, but like I say, this is like I say, it's something in years in the making. Even though I'm writing in, look like I've just ran out of space. So I'm gonna end this video right here, calling it done. Just working on Dr. Pigeon. Working on my comic book today. And if you're freestyle, I'm going to bring it in and